Hey everyone, it's me, Cameron, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a try-on / review of some items from Antler. So if you're like me, your Instagram has probably been bombarded by Antler ads. Granted, I am a 20-something-year-old working professional, so I care about looking good, but I also understand I need to look traditional for the workplace. So naturally, I get a lot of Instagram ads for kind of a mix between the two. Companies that are trying to bridge the gap between comfort as well as a traditional business formal look. And one company that has done that particularly well is Antler. And full disclosure, I was not paid for this video. I did get these items sent to me for free, but I'm going to try to be as honest and transparent as possible, just because for me personally, it takes a lot for me to spend money, especially on clothes for myself. So I totally understand the importance of getting a true perspective on something before buying. So I'm hoping to provide that to you guys. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Cameron and I am a finance professional here in New York City. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel because I post 2 new videos every single week all about my life working and living here in New York City. So with that said, let's get into the review. Okay, so getting straight into it, obviously I am now wearing one of the Antler shirts. All my shirts are the same size. They are a medium. I am about 6'1", 6'2" with shoes, and my wingspan I would say is pretty average, if not a little bit longer. And I don't really have any issue with the length of the sleeves. This is the slim fit, so I would like to think that I have a relatively athletic body. So a slim fit always just fits me a little bit better than a traditional fit in terms of the actual style. And that kind of touches back to the point I talked about earlier, where we want to wear clothes that look good and aren't super boxy. And I think Antler does a good job of kind of bridging that gap where it still looks very traditional, but at the same time, is that good fit? My only complaint about the shirt, and this applies to all 3 of the shirts that I have, is I'm not a fan of the pocket. I don't think there is too much need for it. I think it kind of makes a shirt look a little bit more casual than if there wasn't a pocket, and I just don't really see the need for it. I mean, people aren't putting pocket squares in there or pens like maybe they used to, and I just think the shirt without the pocket would make it look a little bit more professional, and I just, like I said, don't see the value of the pocket. And unfortunately, Antler currently doesn't offer any shirts that don't have the pocket, so I'm not really sure why they went with that design choice, but that's just maybe my personal preference. But I think the shirts would look even better if they didn't have this pocket here. Now, going into the collar, getting a little bit more up close, you can see it's a pretty solid collar. I do actually have collar stays in this, so this is something I'll talk about in a second as well. But they're actually magnets that go in there. It is fortunate though that you can put collar stays in it, so this does remove here from the collar, whereas some shirts, strangely enough, don't allow for that, which can be kind of annoying. But I did choose to put my collar stays in today, but you'll see in a second, the shirts look just fine without them. And I think in terms of the collar in general, it is a good collar. It does stay true to form. It doesn't flop. It's not too wide. And another thing is just kind of the overall width of it. I've had shirts that are probably the same size, a medium, but like the neck is way bigger, and then it always just makes it look a little bit too sloppy in the neck for my preferences. Another comment that I have is the length. So you can see here, I have the shirt tucked in, but as a medium, I think it could be a little bit longer. I do feel that I have issues when I'm standing up from my desk. Maybe my shirt gets a little bit untucked in the back. So I would like for there to be a little bit more length, but I guess you could get away with wearing this casually, not tucked in, but you can tell it does go down pretty far in the back there. It would look a little bit strange to not be tucked. Now, in terms of the actual comfort of the shirt, I think it is phenomenal. I truly don't think I have a more comfortable shirt. It's hot here in New York City in the summer, and it's so nice to have a dress shirt that I can wear to the office and walk the 15-20 minutes to the office in and not worry about completely sweating through it. So with this shirt covered, let's go down to the pants. Okay, so here are the pants. These are the Tropic Slim Pants. You'll see that all of the pants that I have are Tropic Slim, but I do have a few different sizes because I struggled to find the one that was the perfect fit right away. So the ones that you see me wearing now are the 32 by 32. And traditionally I wear about a 30 or a 31 in pant sizes, but you'll see in a second when I show them to you. The 30s were just a little bit too tight in the thighs to wear, in a professional setting. I could definitely get away with it probably, and they still look great casually and socially, but I would say this is kind of as slim as you really want to go when you're going into a very traditional office. But in terms of the style of the pants, I really do like them. I think they fit fantastic, and although they are super lightweight, breathable, and comfortable, they still look professional. And again, like I said, I am 6'2", so take that into consideration. But I do think that they fall very nicely with my socks, my shoes. The only thing I would say aesthetically about these is the zippers. I don't personally think the zippers are a super professional look. Fortunately, it is very low key, so it's not really noticeable. But I just personally think the pants would be better if they had maybe normal pockets and then stick to the zipper in the back, or like other pants have where it's a normal pocket but then still have a zipper here for like keys or something like that. I do appreciate the zipper, but I just think they would look a little bit more professional if they didn't have that zipper there. Another thing that I really like about these is they really do feel like sweatpants or joggers because they are so stretchy and lightweight, but they do still allow you to wear the belt. So that is a nice touch because obviously I wouldn't be wearing these to the office if I couldn't be wearing the belt. The only thing is that it looks good now, but at times, because it is also a drawstring, the drawstring kind of comes up and comes out, so it maybe looks a little bit strange, and I do find myself having to adjust that drawstring every once in a while. But I understand there's really no perfect fix for that. Okay, here are the 32 by 32 without the belt. I think this just shows a little bit more kind of the actual fit. So I definitely rely on the belt because, like I said, my waist is not necessarily a 32, and these are even tied quite tightly. If I untie this, you can see it certainly gets pretty loose here, and that's just not the look that I'm going for, especially in a professional setting. But I think in general, these are still phenomenal. You can certainly wear these casually with any outfit. And I also should mention that these pants are $55, which is definitely better than the majority of nice dress pants that you would find online, and especially better than some of those athleisure dress pants. So now let's switch into a different size of these. Okay, and now I have on the 30 by 32 pants, and you can see here, there is still plenty of space in the waist. So this is still definitely the right fit in terms of waist for myself, but you can kind of tell it is just tighter, especially when it gets down to the calves. It gets pretty tight, and I can't really confidently say that I have the biggest calves in the world, but you can see here, these would still look great casually, but for a professional setting, they are just a little bit tight for my liking. Okay, so now I am wearing the final pair of these navy pants. These are still the Tropic Pants, but this is in the athletic fit. So you can see here, they're definitely much bigger, and these are the 32 by 32 in the athletic fit. And you can kind of tell they're just way too big on me. If I was wearing a belt, I could probably get away with it, but it's definitely a different fit. Way too big in the waist kind of for, my preference. And finally, just to kind of complete all of the pants, here are the black pants in the Tropic Slim Fit. These are the 30 by 32 ones, so they are the ones that are unfortunately a little bit tight for me to wear to work. I feel like black looks less tight for whatever reason, but I certainly have gotten tons of use out of these casually. I wear them on the weekends with my friends if I'm going out. Like I said a million times already in this video, they're great for the summer, especially when you still need to wear pants out. These definitely don't get you too hot and sweaty, and I definitely appreciate that. So again, here are the black pants in the Tropic Slim Fit. So finishing off the legs, Antler also has socks. So they were nice enough to send me a pair of navy socks. I'm not wearing them right now, but I really was impressed by these socks. They were super comfortable. Didn't have an issue staying up on my leg, which is an issue a lot of times with dress socks. These were super comfortable, look great. They had plenty of different styles to match any outfit. And really, have nothing bad to say about these. Honestly, I need some more pairs. Okay, so now I'm gonna show kind of just the whole outfit here. I know the lighting isn't the best, but hopefully you can still kind of get a feel for it. This is just a very traditional look. This is the medium shirt and the 32 by 32 slim pants. So this is kind of what the vibe is that I typically wear to the office, and I think this looks fantastic. It fits very great and slim, but also feels really comfortable. So this is the first outfit with this shirt. Now let's get into another shirt. Okay, here I am in another shirt. So you can see here, I really like this one. It's a little bit more unique, and it still fits me exactly the same, which is always great, super comfortable, but this gets you to see a little bit of how the collar looks without those collar stays that I had. So still a great collar, certainly a traditional look, but just a little bit more flared than usual. But again, still no issue whatsoever in terms of it looking nice and crisp. I just like the look here a little bit more, so that's why I use those magnets. But this is what it looks like all together. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I wore this outfit to a cool social event I went to, so I got some cool pictures that you might be seeing on the screen now. But really just like this shirt. It still is that traditional look, you know, that's so classic for the finance bros where it's blue on blue, but it is just a little bit different because of the design on there. Okay, and here is the last shirt. This is just the light blue color, probably the most traditional of all. And you might be able to tell I haven't worn this one yet, so it's still a little bit wrinkled, but one great aspect of these shirts is that they wash extremely well. There's no need to dry clean them, and honestly, out of the wash, you don't even need to iron them. So for someone like myself who's constantly on the go and honestly just doesn't have too much time to iron and do all of that, take it to dry cleaning, that is a huge bonus. So again, I'll just do a quick 360 here. A very great fitting shirt, and like I said, this is probably the most traditional look of all, but really just a fantastic shirt. Like I said before, I do think it would look a little bit better without the pocket, but it is a very, subtle pocket, if that. So that is this third outfit in the light blue shirt. And each of these shirts retail for $48 on their website. But if you use my promo code Galbraith, you can get 15% off your order. And honestly, along the spectrum, $48 is definitely still on the lower end. So for what you're getting for $48, I think it is a great purchase. So that is going to wrap up my review of And Collar. I think it is a great brand run by even better people. And honestly, I'm very fortunate to them for sending me these outfits. It has certainly gotten me through this New York summer. Like I said, if you yourself want to check out And Collar, go to the link down below in the description and use my code Galbraith for 15% off your order. As always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Again, at Galbraith, I'm happy to help. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.